What comes to your mind when you think about the most popular game in the world? You probably imagine something complex, a high graphics game that's been in development for years, having a huge dev team behind it. Now imagine having those expectations, and then being shown this. You would probably ask, what actually happened? How did these low-effort Roblox games took over the entire platform? And how did something so simple become more popular than anything else? But more important, why is it starting to fall apart? Around 2024 and 2025, attention spans began changing fast as short-form content took over everything. Videos were filled with random sounds, AI-generated voices, and constant movement.
La vacca Saturno Saturnita. De frente tu sei tanto bonita. Liri li lari la.
Because the moment nothing happens, people scroll. And once this formula proved it worked, developers brought it to Roblox. They realized something important. You didn't need a great or complex game, you just needed to hold attention. So instead of building deep experiences, they started building loops, simple systems designed to repeat forever. Very quickly, a pattern started to form. The most successful games all shared the same traits: simple gameplay, constant rewards, bright visuals, and progression systems that never really end. There was no real goal and no finish line, just endless progress. And that's what made them so effective, because players weren't trying to finish the game, they were trying to keep going. Until one game perfected everything. In 2025, a game called Steal a Brainrot changed the whole platform. The concept was extremely simple. You collect, you earn, and other players can steal your progress, forcing you to start again, and then you repeat. There's no depth, no complexity, and no real objective, but it wasn't designed to be fun. It was designed to keep you playing. The game constantly kept players engaged by doing two things at once, rewarding them while also putting everything at risk. At any moment, another player could steal your progress, which meant you couldn't afford to stop paying attention, because the second you looked away, you lost. That tension created perfect content, with players posting clips of losing everything, stealing huge rewards, and chaotic interactions. Those clips spread across TikTok, YouTube, and Shorts, and once that happened, the growth became unstoppable. Millions of players joined, servers filled instantly, and for a moment, it felt like the entire platform was focused on one game. But this success wasn't random, it was psychological. Playing these games felt similar to scrolling social media, delivering quick hits of dopamine over and over again. That combination of reward and risk is extremely addictive. It keeps players playing even when they're not actually enjoying it. Roblox started promoting these games more because they performed better. Players stayed longer, spent more money, and returned more often. As a result, these games were pushed to the front page, while everything else became harder to discover. And that's when creativity started to disappear. Very quickly, the platform became flooded with nearly identical games. Different names, but the exact same experience. At first, it didn't seem like a problem, because players were still playing, spending money, and coming back. But then something shifted. Eventually, players started to feel the repetition. The same mechanics, the same progression, and the same gameplay loop over and over again. What once felt exciting slowly started to feel empty. Because when every game feels the same, nothing stands out anymore. And that's what ends every trend. Not failure, but overuse. And now, we're starting to see the shift. Brainrot games still exist, but they're not growing like before. New ones don't explode the same way, and players are moving on much faster. Because once you understand the formula, it loses its effect. Now, something new is starting to happen. Players are looking for more creativity, more depth, and more meaningful experiences. Because trends don't last forever, they evolve.